Hey there. Um, I'm not like this light is very bright and it kind of hurts my eyes. I just turned on this light so you can see me because wait, can you hear me? Wait. No. Fuck. See, for example, right now you cannot see my face, and I'm not sure if this makes sense to be a video if you cannot see my face. But wait, let me just check 1 second if the audio, at least the audio is working. Okay, okay, now it's working. So yeah, I'm just gonna make this video even though you cannot see my face, and yeah, I'm literally right here. Can you see my arm? Look, this is my arm, and where I'm pointing, like right here, this is my face, but you cannot actually see it because this camera is very weak in the dark. And I tried to finish the things that I've done today and come here more quickly. I wanted to come in the sunset because the sunset is the most beautiful moment, because there was the sun outside, so definitely the sunset would be yellow and nice, you know what I'm saying? But I ended up coming, and before I knew it, it was night. So yeah, but still, I found a place right here to sit, by this tree, and I just want you to look at this. I'm not sure if you can actually see the moon, and this camera is very bad, so just see how it looks in the video, and like I don't know, imagine it looking a, 100 times better, and that's how I'm seeing it. So yeah, well, you know, my face is pointing at you, I'm actually talking to you, you can hear my voice, but you cannot actually see me. So maybe a lot of things in the universe are just like that. They're talking to you, they're speaking to you, you can hear them, but you cannot see what they are. What the fuck am I saying? But anyway, like I've gotten here, and I wanted to make a video about the Master Key System, the book, because Hamza Ahmed just told me to make shit that I'm genuinely interested about. So the shit that I'm genuinely interested about is the Master Key System right now. And yeah, I mean, I just share my emotions and what I feel and kind of what I'm thinking about on camera. Well, you cannot actually see me, but yeah, I think this is actually better. I have no idea. I'm a talking tree. You see, like a tree. Look, this is me, and I'm talking to you. Because you cannot actually see me here, right? I'm a tree, and I'm holding this phone with universal magnetic power. It's floating right now, and I'm a tree, and I'm talking to you. Could you believe that? Well, for all you know, it's literally what the video is letting you believe. But you're a scientific, smart person, and you only believe facts and logic, and only believe rational stuff. So you cannot possibly believe that I'm a tree, that it's actually talking to you, because that is not logical, and that doesn't happen. That's not realistic, right? That's what you're thinking right now, right? All right, good, you smarty pants. Okay, so what I've been thinking right now, seeing this beautiful scenery. It's not amazingly beautiful, but it's, how do I describe it? It's kind of the sort of awe and nice feeling that I would usually only get from video games. For example, some Gmod map that is in the night, and there's some shit right there, and how do I say it? And it gives me this feeling of awe, like a Gmod map. And I'm not exactly sure you understand what I'm talking about. If you all play Gmod, I'm not sure what you do in Gmod, because it's not a game that you do this and do that. It's a game that you make the game. You know what I'm saying? Your interpretation of what you want to do is how you make the game. Gmod is a game that is how do I say it? It's not just played by you, it's forged by you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can do whatever you want. But I would only get these feelings from video games, because in real life, I would only see I don't know, it would be just a classroom. And back then I would see it as a prison, and I was just hating it every single second of it. I hated everyone hated me, the teachers hated me, and I was not seeing really anything in real life, anything at all. I was not getting out of my room, I was not going anywhere. I never ever, I don't think even once in my life. Maybe I tried once. I tried once or twice to like make a change and like get out of the apartment to socialize for the first time in my life. Yeah, whatever. It's a really complicated story, and there's no point to like look back at this negative shit. I mean, it's not really affecting me because like it's I've evolved past it. It doesn't really mean anything to me anymore. But the thing that I'm trying to say is that like because my life was like so full of nothing, I would genuinely just do nothing. I would just sit in front of the computer all the time. And, like the real life gave me no wonder, no like beauty, no wonder, no like no feeling of like wow, you know what I'm saying? No feeling of like this is nice. But now that I've like changed my, I've gone through a paradigm shift over the years, and I've like come to the conclusion that maybe life is the greatest video game there that has ever existed, and been playing it all along without knowing it. But instead of playing it, we've just been like continuously like spawn killing ourselves, and not like because we don't know we're actually playing it. So like we just choose these like video games that are kind of like they seem amazing, they seem nice, they seem pretty, but they're actually like nothing compared to what real life is capable of. Like if you've ever played Kerbal Space Program, like um if you don't know what it is, basically a game about going to space and creating your own spacecraft and like your own airplanes. It's a beautiful game. It's a brilliant game, but truth be told, as beautiful as Kerbal Space Program is, as amazing as it is, as hardworking have been the developers to make it a great game, um, like colonizing all planets and going through like installing mods and going through solar systems and doing everything that is like amazing in Kerbal Space Program, um, is nothing compared to a simple low Earth orbit in real life. Like a simple low Earth orbit with nothing, like no fluff added, just launching something into orbit in real life is like a, a billion times like incomparably more amazing and great and like like how do I say it? Satisfying and so much more complex and like how do I say it, man? It's so much brighter than colonizing a million planets in Kerbal Space Program and creating your own, I don't know, like fucking, I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? Like real life has been the greatest video game all along, and haven't even been playing it. We haven't even been touching it because I'm not even gonna say we because I'm not there anymore, but I'm gonna talk to you in case you're still doing that. Like I bet in my case I was afraid. Like the only reason I didn't choose real life is because I was scared. Because compared to video games, like real life like has risks. Like in your video game, if you die, there's no problem, just respawn, you know. Like or like something happens, no problem. You know, you get griefed, you get raided, you're gonna rage, you're gonna whatever, but it's no like problem. You know what I'm saying? It's not like gonna affect you directly. So you can like in video games, like you can live the video game life fully without any punishment or risk. But with real life, there's a caveat. It's like the greatest video game that has ever existed, and it's the most fun experience that has ever existed. It's the most full of wonder experience that has ever existed. That no fantastical sugar-added anime or movie or game or anything could replace. But there's a caveat. You have to risk, and you have to get over your fears to actually play it. You know, and nobody does that because nobody like realizes what they're missing out on even. You know. And I've kind of woken up to this. I don't know it actually. I don't know it to be true, but I feel it to be true because why the fuck wouldn't it? Like, think about it. It's not even something to think. Like, if you really tune in and like start paying attention, you might like realize, like, holy shit, like, like just pay attention to what actually makes the video game fun to begin with. Like, what is it? Is it like satisfying for you to have a boat, like on the sea, and then all of a sudden, like, after you work hard and you do this strategy and do this whatever. What the fuck is that? Is that a plane? Can this be seen on camera? What is that? Holy shit. It's flying so nicely and smoothly. Wow. I think it's a jet plane because it makes a little bit of noise. Why is it flying over here? Hell do I know? Hell do I even know what it is? But anyway, back to the tree. I'm the tree talking to you. It has actually gotten darker than it was before because like I'm looking at this video, you know, but like previously it would be like you would actually tell that it's a tree, but you cannot even tell that it's a tree anymore. You cannot even see that anymore. So it's like this entire video is just black and blue and shit. It's like, what the hell? I mean, I kind of want to turn on the flash so you can see my face, but it's gonna hurt my eyes. I cannot, like, because for you to see me, I have to have light flashed upon my eyes, and that's shit, you know. I don't want that. Now I have nowhere to place the phone, so maybe you might want to hear this video as a podcast or some shit, or I don't know. Maybe you're like a super mindful, like very very strong mental person with a very strong mentality, and you're very like, how do I say, patient and stuff, and your life is probably gonna go great if that's the case. And in that case, you might just watch the video as it is and see if there's anything appearing or anything, and just be fully focused on, even though there's nothing showing, because like it's the opposite of like viewer retention. What I'm doing right now, it's the opposite of like attention span retention. You know what I'm saying? Like all the edits and shit that make the video appealing. This video has nothing. You're not even seeing anything. Can I don't think I can turn up. Wait, 1 second. Nah, this doesn't do anything. And now it's completely dark. Now it's bright. Nah, it doesn't do anything. It cannot be fixed. Like, in real life right now, it's not actually that dark. Like, I can still read a book, but my eyes are very good. Anyway, what I was saying is that, let's try turning on the flash and see if I can do it. Okay, I'm back. I turned on the flash and it's like, just slightly more bearable. It's just slightly more bearable. Wait. If I do this, we cannot actually, wait. For you to see my eyes, the light has to come into my eyes, and that's like bad. This light is very white, so it's like gonna fuck up my sleep maybe, according to like what people say. I don't know what to do. Should I keep this on or should I ditch it? Should I record from like a further distance? Wait a second. I have my backpack with me. Wait 1 second. Let me drink water first. Just look at this. I have a glass of water. Like, it's literally glass. And it wasn't even that expensive. And I actually just put water in it and I can drink it. 1 second. Just. There it is. Just as you want to see this, it's just me drinking water. You're weird. Okay. I'm not. I'm still thirsty. You ever just like look at the sky and it's like, you see something that is like supposed to be a star, but for some reason it's like flashing pink every now and then, and it's like, what the fuck is that actually? Is that a satellite? Because even if it were a satellite, like satellites cannot like flash that much light. Can you imagine how far they are away from like the soil of the earth? They would have to flash like inhuman amounts of light to be visible from here, right? So it has to be a star or like a celestial object at the very least. But for some reason, it's like either flashing like intermittently, like this, like it's not it's not continuous. It's like very very like flickery, you know what I'm saying? And for some reason it goes red, it goes pink, blue, whatever. Like, you ever get that? Like, what the fuck are those? Because like, I don't know, like, why don't scientists explain this? Okay, they don't definitely have their explanation, but I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they are. I mean, what the fuck are they really? I mean, UFOs would be too interesting to be true. Like, you know how it goes with like facts and logic. Like, for something to be like a fact and realistic and logical, it has to be boring. Because if it's interesting, it's definitely not true. So like, if it's anything that makes you excited or like interested or anything that makes you like, wow, it's definitely not true. Like, the boring stuff is always the true stuff. Like, people, like smart people, always come up with an explanation. The right explanation is always the boring one. Why are clouds like? Why is there thunder and shit? oh, there's a fucking god and he's super powerful. You might become like him if you get his fucking like superpowers and shit, right? Nah, wrong. It's just fucking like, it's just some fucking electricity, fucking they're they're fucking they're like, what the fuck was it called? The clouds are like fucking with each other and they're making like electricity because they're fucking like that touching and they make that shit like okay, this explains you this. I wanted to like make this like a smooth talk, but like it just came out like this, so yeah. Wait, so like I can use this backpack to like use it as a stand for my phone. I can put the phone here. Okay, you can actually see my face and it's not like hurting me very badly. And I don't know if I just oh, there we go. I'm hiding my eyes as if I'm like some like as if I'm like a Japanese person that is a criminal. That's how I, like they hide their eyes and shit, right? Anyway, yeah. Oh wow, what the fuck is that? That cloud has a weird shape. Okay, but what I was saying is that I don't know what I was saying. I was talking about video games in real life, and that real life is the best video game that has ever existed. It's like a billion, like incomparably, like better and like incomparable to any like stupid little video game that we've been playing. But it has a caveat, as I said, like it's that it takes risk and it takes overcoming fear to actually play it, you know? And like honestly, like as soon as like this popped into my mind, like I'm 100% sure it's true. Like it cannot be any other way. It's just like it just has to be true. You know what I'm saying? There's no like, how do I say it? Like this is the type of thing that once you realize it, there's no like debating or like logic arguments and type shit like that. You know it's true. And if you don't agree with me that it's true, then you're just being a fucking smartass. Like just think about it deeply within yourself. And like if you genuinely still think that like I know I feel like Hamza Ahmed and like other like self-improvement YouTubers just fail on pointing this out. Like they never point this out. Like Hamza Ahmed just like says some shit like video games like are making you weak and you're a Jeffrey if you play video games and you're fucking but he doesn't actually say like why he stopped to begin with. He just kind of like associates it with an addiction, just like weed and shit. But like he doesn't really touch on the thing that like some people genuinely think that like real life is too boring to like for video games to compare. And like if they like really like they change their like thinking frequency 1 second and like they change the things they pay attention to, they start seeing it. Like holy fuck, these video games have held me captive all along, bro. And I'm 100% certain of this. Okay, so this is what I was saying. And now that I'm in this park, it's like genuinely the type of scenery that would like okay, wait. How do I look like if I take this off? Oh, you can see my hair now. I have hair actually, you know? Yeah, it looks like some... There was like a Gmod map with the pyramid. Does anyone know that map? It's not like a super popular map. So if you know that, then it's genuinely a miracle. Like, it's genuinely a miracle that we haven't met yet. Because like for some reason, like, a lot of the friends I met were like from like video games and like the very, very niche things in the video games that we like liked in common or some shit, you know. But anyway, like it was a map with a pyramid and it was night and there were like some mystical shits in there, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't remember. I used to play it with like a friend that was like, I'm gonna put my hat on. The reason I had it on to begin with is because I took a shower and I don't want to like, I don't want to get a cold again. Like I want to like, I don't know, because I whatever. I don't want to get headaches. Like I'm tired of that shit. Yeah, and dude, like it's genuinely like a Gmod map in here. It's genuinely like I'm the only player, and like I'm the only player in the server. Cause like I'm looking around. It's probably like a kilometer that, not like what 800 meters that I'm seeing around me, and there's nobody. There's just lights, trees, and like a huge like like flat space, is just me sitting here. That's it. You would only get this fucking shit from a video game. That's what I thought. But like, look at it. Look at this. I'm getting it in real life. There's nobody around. Nobody. Not a single human being in like like 1 kilometer. Okay, I see a person. There's a person there walking their dog. Just one person. But once they leave, it's gonna be this like serene like no person space again. Like holy fuck, this is so cool. I love this place. Like I love, and it's my first time going here like this late and shit. But like I just went because like I wanted to go back to this like park because like I used to go to this park every day back like 1 year ago, and it gave me like really spiritual feelings for some reason. Because like whenever I would be on the bus going here, I already talked about this like on my Japanese channel, on the channel which I talk Japanese, because I speak multiple languages for some reason. But um like I used like when I was on the bus, I would really watch like really spiritual videos, like videos about what the fuck the afterlife is, videos about like all that sort of like those questions and shit, right? I don't remember exactly like if they gave me any sort of like confirmation. I think I watched also like some like near death experience type shit, and then I would arrive in this park, and for some reason my thoughts as I was looking at the trees were just like seeking. I was seeking to like find anything that would give me like a hint as to what the fuck this life is, or like to make something seem more colorful, you know? Because like all these spiritual people seem to know something that I don't, and I don't know what it is. But why am I not scared actually? Now that I noticed it, it's like dark. There's like lights in the distance, and it's genuinely like just me in the darkness, and I'm not scared. Have I transcended to like literally like feel like instead of feeling scared, I actually feel really calm because I can feel for some reason that it's just me. I can feel like just in a like just like in the Gmod server, it's just me. I wonder if there's like a hero, like an how do I say it, like an equivalent of Herobrine in real life. Like you just walk in the night, and like you see an entity that is like that only like appears when you like are completely alone, and there's no other person in like within 1 kilometer of you in the night, you know, and it always appears like that way. And it's not like scary, like scary to the point where like it's fucking stupid, like those fucking like spider thingies. No, it looks like what the fuck is that? It's not Herobrine, but something is like flying in the air, like really fast. It's like a dot, like a star. It's identical to a star. It's like moving really fast. It has to be a plane. This camera has no way of showing you this shit because this camera is not that good. Do you see it? I think you can't. It's like moving really fast. It's like literally the exact brightness of a star. Dude, maybe the scientists just didn't get it right. Like, maybe the scientists just didn't get it right, man. Maybe they just made a mistake. Maybe like stars like 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 not all stars are like huge celestial bodies that are like light years away from us. Maybe there's like literally specks of light like literally in the fucking sky, and they're just like moving around and shit. Maybe the scientists just got it wrong, man. I don't know. I'm not a very like facts and logic kind of person. Like I just rely on my senses and my intuition. I don't like listen to jack shit from anybody. Like that like newly, like recently, I don't even listen to religion anymore. I just listen to whatever the fuck I think. I just make up whatever I think. And you know, like Jose Onfroy, like the rapper that died, and he's like a huge, like, how do I say it, influence on me. And you know, by the fact that I say like someone has an influence on me, like yeah, blah blah blah, I'm being manipulated, I'm being controlled, I'm not actually as free as I think, whatever. Bro, I choose to listen to what I vibe with. Like if I vibe with something, I let it in my like my space, my fucking, you know, my mind, you know, I let it in, you know, I I I give it my thought and my attention in a positive way, you know, if it vibes with me, if I fuck with it, you know. And Jose Onfroy, like, there's no other human being that managed to say like some like words that I vibe with that much. And this is like excluding the music that he has made, and like literally like in the moments that were like the like lowest moments of my life, like like in the lowest moments of my life, like genuinely, not the lowest moments. Like the lowest is like a bad. It's not exactly like descriptive. It's a bit vague. The moments of the most intense like mental suffering that I've went through in my life, like genuinely moments when I was like, I really want to die, but how the fuck do I do it? These kind of moments, like when I feel really fucked up. Uh, Nothing would work anymore for me. No self-improvement video, none of that shit, none of like your life together. Nobody would ever like if I'm down bad, then like down bad enough, like deep enough in the fucking shit, then no other they're like my mind is not in the mode of, oh, let's better my life, or that becomes pussy shit at that point. That becomes meaningless to me at that point. But Jase Onfroy, XXXTentacion's music is like, and other people's music too, but like his music like has had the greatest like influence. Was the only thing that like genuinely connected to my frequency, like genuinely resonated to the energy that I had in my mind, and it did something. Because when two frequencies resonate, the smart nerds like with physics and shit know this too. But like when Nikola Tesla knows this. If two frequencies resonate, shit happens. You know, like if you like push on a, what the fuck is it called? The thing that like goes like this. If you have like enough viewer like attention span to have like genuinely watched this video with your eyes without like losing attention like a degenerate. Like, sorry, I didn't mean to be like self-improvement YouTuber right here, you know, talking rough on you. But yeah, if you genuinely paid attention on this video, then like I think you're like a genuinely like if you like didn't like just like, I don't know, like lose retention within a couple seconds and you just listen to what I'm saying, like, and just literally watch the video with your eyes, even though there's like barely any like all you see is my face and these arms. I'm like the fucking what is it called? The fucking you know that like what the fuck was it called? Ogui in Japanese, ogui. What the fuck is it in English? Like, you know these YouTubers that just like have a lot of shit, like Nicolado avocado type shit. Like they have a fuck ton of shit on the table and they just eat it all, you know? I'm kind of like that. I'm kind of like one of those was just hands and a face. But I'm talking like a face that was just the lips and the nose were like the eyes. And it would just be like this part and they would just be like eyes. In this video, this camera is like so weak that like you only see my face and my hands. So I'm literally like a face with hands, like whatever. Yeah. What's the clock? I don't even fucking care, bro. I want to talk. I want to look in the master key system a little bit. And dude, I want to think about life right now with you. Cuz like yeah, like I was talking about Jase Onfroy, that I like to call him by his name. I don't know why. I like to call him Jase because I like to feel that I've gotten close to him even though I've never met him in my life. I don't care if you cringe at this or whatever. I mean, if you're the type of person that cringes easily, like, I don't know, get a life, bro. Like, I'm not saying this to like insult you or like to like in the sense that I'm like offended by you cringing at me and I'm taking defense and I'm like counterattacking you or some shit. Not in that way. Like, genuinely get a life in the sense that like I used to cringe easily too, and the reason I would cringe easily and I would make hate comments and shit back when I was a little kid, it was because I was actually insecure myself. Like, cringe actually comes from your own insecurity. You're not actually cringing at the person. You're just kind of like, there is something in you that is reacting to that, in the sense of like, God, thank fuck I'm not in like the scary position that this person is. It's a bit hard to describe. It's a bit hard to put into words. But like, cringing is always like a sign that you're insecure. Like, I've learned like that cringe is genuinely useless. Like, it's genuinely like, there was this thing called cringe culture, especially like when I was like a little kid in the internet. If you're like my age and my generation, if you've been on the internet a lot, you probably know that in the years like 2015, like 2016, 2017, like the internet and like especially like the YouTube space and all that and like everything connected to it, because like everything is kind of connected, you know, was in a like sort of age of edginess, you know, in the age where like people would aggressively criticize each other. Filthy Frank was a thing, and it was allowed. And, like, they would make, like, some funny shit that would be just edgy and fucked up, you know? And, like, there was, you remember Leafy? Like, Leafy is here. If you remember him, then we're on the same frequency right now. Well, not the same frequency, like, the same, we're talking about the same thing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, back then it was, like, cool to, like call something cringe and just, like, throw shit at it and criticize it and try to destroy it from, like, a psychological perspective, you know? And back then I was part of that. Like, Five Nights at Freddy's fans. You want me to tell you, like, a truth? Back when I was a little kid, I was actually attracted to furries, and I was attracted to, like, Five Nights at Freddy's shit. But I was so fucking insecure about it that for some reason I just, like, turned against it, and I would, like, literally throw shit and hate. I would express a lot of hate through comments and shit. Unfortunately, I would never show my face or, like, talk or even show my voice because I was scared and insecure and I was, like, weak, you know? But I would, like, hate and, like, put a lot of, like, call people cringe, call people, like, that. And for me, it was because of my own weakness. It was because I was insecure. It was because I never went outside and never socialized with anybody. It was because I was bullied at school. It was because I was actually scared and insecure about what I internally liked, you know? Like, and, like, now, like, with all my, like, contemplations and shit, like, genuinely, I've kind of come to this, conclusion that, like, what's the point of cringe anyway? Like, what does it do good? Let's think about it. Like, what does cringe do good? What does cringe help us with? What is actually, like, useful? How does it make the world better? This cringe emotion. I wouldn't call it an emotion. It would be more like a pattern. But what does it actually do good? And no matter how long I think about it, no matter how much I try to, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, maybe, like, the conclusion is that, like, it's genuinely, there's nothing good about it. There is nothing that it helps anyone with. Like, it's just sort of like a person that is insecure about themselves. Because I bet, like, I know it's just my experience that I was insecure, but I bet, like, everyone that's, like, calling something else cringe, I just believe that they're all insecure about something, and they're all doing it, like, out of weakness. Because it's like an expression of weakness. Like, when someone is famous and you're not, and you're, like, hate commenting on them, like, calling them cringe and shit, you know? Like, they're above you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're kind of attacking them, but you're kind of like a leech. You're kind of like a little insect that tries to bite their leg. They're, like, this huge, how do I say this? Like, they're above, like, they're better than you. If I say it rudely and straightfully, you know? Because they're like popular, like, people follow them, you know, the YouTuber, the furry, whatever they are, and you're just a leech. Like, nobody knows you, nobody knows who you are, and you're just attacking them. Like, you're like a little, like, insect that tries to bite their leg, you know, like, they bite their leg, like toes or something, you know. Like, what does that say about you? Like, I'm not saying this to insult you, yeah. This is what I feel is the case. Like, if I ever get famous or some shit, I don't know, some shit happens and maybe, like, I get the karma that I deserve. It sounds kind of arrogant to me, but I believe I have a lot of, like, karma owes me a lot. Because, like, and not just karma, like, the people that I've helped, but, like, okay, maybe it's not that big of a fucking deal. Only recently I've genuinely started being, like, good to people and shit, because, like, only recently I started to interact with people to begin with, so that's why. But, I'm talking in general, the suffering that I've went through and shit, that my seeking, the fact that I'm seeking. God damn, this map is really cool. I wonder what this map is called. It's called the Romanescu Park in Craiova, bro. Oh my god, my ass hurts. Let me change my sitting position. Oh my god, my ass hurts so much. Holy fuck. But yeah, like, now that I'm in the journey of my life, and the Master Key system in the 3rd chapter really stresses that your worst enemy in life is fear. Like, fearing stuff is your biggest enemy. And I've thought to myself, like, okay, what is fear good for? Like, I'm just like the cringe thingy, you know? The cringe is just another topic. Like, I think I already covered it. Like, cringe is just weakness. But, because, like, okay, maybe you're gonna give me an example, like, okay, cringe is good because maybe there's a pedophile and he genuinely does bad shit. And cringing on him is like a good thing, you know, because it makes it socially unacceptable to be a pedophile. Bro, like, how do I say this? People already like, how the fuck do I say this, man? Cringe is not like the solution, bro. Police is the solution in that situation. Like, you're not doing anything, you know? You're just being a leech on like a demon. Like, fuck me. I cannot express myself, but I'm hoping that like you kind of understand what I'm saying anyway, because like you're intelligent enough to kind of like feel me, you know, like without like me being like very very like good at expressing myself. But yeah, damn, the moon is glowing so much. It's like a little bit big. I I hear interesting noises. I hear weird noises. Wait a sec. Do you hear this? Is it a fucking Manele singer in Romania? I don't think it's a Manele. You don't know what Manele is because you're not Romanian. Basically, it's like gypsy music that is like very, very It makes the American rappers seem humble. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it is. I don't know what it is. Is it an instrument or a voice? I don't really tell. Like, I should be scared right now hearing all sorts of weird shit and being in the darkness, but for some reason I feel the exact opposite. I don't know why. I feel like solemnity, integrity, and dignity, like just sitting here at this tree and talking to this camera. And like, I feel like around me there's like a huge space and there's trees in the distance. I think you already saw it with the camera, like at the beginning of this video. Yeah. But like, what is fear good for, man? I've already like, I'm kind of bringing it back and forth. Like, I have two channels. One is like one I talk in Japanese and the other is in English. I also talk in Romanian, but like for some reason I didn't make a Romanian channel. I have no idea why. For some reason I just don't feel like talking Romanian. I already communicate with Romanian people and talk Romanian like all the time. So I'm just kind of tired of it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. Like, what am I thinking of right now? Fuck it. You know what? Like, fuck the structure of this video. Fuck this video like bringing too much value. I'm just gonna say what I feel like in this moment, even though it kind of risks like fucking up the structure. Like, I remember like in video games, like, because I was weak back in the day, like I would seek like um I would seek attention, and I think I still have that inside me. And I would seek attention, I would seek people being with me. But the more I seeked attention and the more I seeked like trying to like get people to give a fuck about me, you know, the more I just kind of like I don't know why, but like I feel like I have no value as a human being. And like it sounds really depressing, but it's like literally I still feel it actually. It's just not bothering me anymore. Like back then when I was a little kid, I wanted the girls to be around me. And like, you know how it is on the internet, like nobody has an actual like face and nobody's an actual human being. They're an avatar that is speaking or typing to you. So like like I would be on the internet. I'm on the internet since age 4, so my mind is so fucked up to the point where I don't even see like human attractiveness in girls anymore. I just like see their fucking avatar, and this probably exists, like these fucking e-girls, and they have an anime picture or some shit and they speak and shit. They're probably ugly in real life or something, but yeah. You get what I'm saying, you know? I would be seeking people to be around me, you know? Girls and even dudes, who fucking cares? I just wanted attention from people, bro. Like I don't know why, like nobody wanted to ever be around me. Like right now I have a very select group of people left, but like 99.999% of people like on the internet like don't give two fucks about me. Like they don't want to talk to me. I think 99.999% of all the people that I've known on the internet have just ghosted me. Like at some point I just stopped talking and just stopped giving a fuck. And like I don't exactly know why, because like everyone says that like everyone is lonely, right? And especially on the internet, like it's especially full of lonely people, right? If it's full of lonely people and everyone is desperate and lonely, then why is everyone like running away from me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it feel like? You get me? Like it should be different. People should be like desperate and like, because that's what I expected. I expected people to be looking for someone like me to like give them positivity and like talk with them about interesting shit. And I was like really willing to hear about people's problems and listen to them vent. Well, not always. When I was a little kid, I was just a bit of a little shit. I was a fucking sociopath, but not in the edgy, cool way, like in the fucking cringy way. You know what I'm saying? In the fuckery way. You know what I'm saying? The degenerate way. You know. But like I don't know, like it's been a couple of years. Like after a couple of years, like ago, like I kind of changed and I started like I wanted to listen to people. I wanted to hear what they're talking about. I also wanted to like pique their interests, you know. And I would just go on like Discord voice chats and shit. Like there was that server like called Anime Soul Discord, and I remember times when I was feeling so lonely and miserable that I would just like roam on every fucking voice chat there and try to get one fucking friend, one person to like liked talking to me, and like just friend them and just like form like maybe we can do something here. We can play a game or something, you know. And for some reason they would really like me. They would like we would laugh and we would have such a good time, but then they would never talk to me again. And yeah, especially girls, like they would be like they would be like really having so much fun with me, having the fucking time of their lives. Because sounds arrogant, but I'm kind of a funny dude. I know how to fucking fuck around in such a way as to make everyone lose their shit, you know, like, and then they would never talk to me again. Like, why? Like, isn't everyone lonely? Why are people ghosting me, bro? And like, am I that worthless of a human being? Like, it's what made me think, you know, because like I never went outside, never had friends, and so like the internet was the only thing I had. And even on the fucking internet, people are just ghosting me and they're not giving a fuck about me. They don't want to hear anything from me again, you know. Why? This is actually still a question. I still haven't figured this out. Why the fuck is it like this, especially on Discord? And like, but there are exceptions, and they're very few. And this is a bit of like a Fermi paradox to me, because like there are a very, very, very few select people, like out of, I don't know, 1,000 people that I've met on the internet or something, I don't know, a big number. There's probably like 3 or 4 people, or like a couple of people you can count on the fingers of one hand and maybe an extra finger, that have chosen to like give a fuck about me. And I mean like in a very meaningful way. And like, because like, when I want to chat to them, I chat to them. And that, they like, genuinely have emotions towards me because they give a fuck about me, you know what I'm saying? Like they are the people that like back a year ago when I was genuinely like planning to kill myself, like they would they kind of felt it, you know. I wasn't telling you anything. I wasn't even seeming depressed, bro, because I have this thing where like look, like for some reason when I'm alone, I'm kind of myself. I'm completely myself. When I talk to someone, like maybe it's an antisocial kind of thing. Maybe it's like how the brain develops if you don't like socialize with anyone your entire life. But when I talk with someone, I'm just fake. And I'm not fake on purpose. My brain, like my entire conscious experience, changes completely and makes me literally lose my memory, like of what I was genuinely thinking, to make me appeal to the person that I'm talking to, so that they don't like cringe at me or like find me weird or like shit like that. You know what? Maybe you know what I'm saying. Maybe by chance, if this video like, if I've become famous like after a couple of years and this video blows up because it's like, oh shit, it's his old videos or something. Because I don't think anyone would watch this right now, because like, who gives a fuck about me? You know, I'm just some dude, but right now, but chances are maybe like you understand what I'm talking about. Maybe you have this thing too. Because like when you talk to someone, like you're not fake on purpose, but for some reason your entire brain and your entire conscious experience changes in such a way to like make you fake, to kind of protect you or some shit, so you don't seem weird or something. And that was the thing, right? I was depressed and I was miserable in those moments. I was just genuinely like all the time I was feeling like horrible, non-stop, 24/7. I just wanted like release from the pain, and like I'm not sure if I'm even phrasing it correctly. I just thought my condition was bullshit, like basically. I'm not gonna go into details because it gets weird. It gets weird. I don't think my depression, my like way of suffering is very normal. People usually like, I don't know, it's not very normal at all. It's like, it's very weird and it's hard to understand. But like for some reason, even though I was like being fake and shit, like even though when I talk to someone I'm like haha and shit like that, I'm just fake nonstop unconsciously without like controlling it, they still noticed there was something wrong with me. they still noticed that there was something wrong with me. They talked. There was two dudes. I'm not sure if it's okay for me to tell to the world in case this video like becomes like viewed and shit. I'm not sure if it's okay for me to tell that it's like they're like internet nicknames, whatever. One dude was German, and the other dude was Lithuanian, and they like talked with each other. And they were like, dude, there's something wrong with this dude. I don't know what's going on with him, but there's something off. And they kind of literally like one voice chat when they called me in a voice chat, because at that point I wasn't even on Discord anymore. I was just, you know, I was doing what I've been done, what has been done to me. I was doing in like, I was ghosting everyone, because they were ghosting me anyway. So who fucking cares? But that's what I thought. And then they voice chatted with me. They caught a moment to like be able to voice chat with me, and they literally went full on detective on me, and they went full detective on me. Like, bro, spit it out. There's something off with you. I don't know what it is. And I kept told them, no, there's nothing wrong. What are you talking about? And then eventually, like, they made me spit it out. I wasn't able to spit it out in words because the fake personality in me was like, even though it broke, like I was kind of crashing, my brain was kind of glitching out. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm supposed to be fake right now, but at the same time, I'm remembering something that like, that was the real me, and it's like, what the fuck do I say? And I just kind of blocked. I just wasn't able to say anything anymore. I was not like emotional, because like when there's no emotion, nothing. It's just blank. You know what I'm saying? When I talk to people, but I was just like confused, like I just Brain.exe stopped working at some point. I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just show it to you. And I showed them my suicide letter. Like I wrote it in a text file because I was so much of a loser that I cannot write something on fucking paper. Okay, just kidding. But yeah, I wrote it in the text file. It was like really, really serious. Like maybe I'm gonna make it public. Who fucking cares? Because like it's just like a general suicide letter. I made it really serious because like the moment I thought about writing it, it was the moment that like I was like, okay, I'm not gonna die right now, but I'm just gonna pretend. What the fuck was that? I'm just gonna pretend for my own sanity that I'm just going to pretend for my own sanity that I'm literally going to die after I write this letter. Like after I write this letter, I'm going to die. I'm just going to pretend that happens. For some reason that clicked in my brain, and I wrote the letter as if it was my last form of expression to this realm, to this world. I like to call it realm, as Existentiation, as Jose Onfroy calls it. Realm. He calls it the realm of slavery, interestingly. Even though, like, I used to be agreeing with him, like, bro, this is slavery. Like, everyone is a slave. Everyone is a slave to a routine. Everyone is, but like, kind of realized, like, you could free yourself. You're still in the realm of slavery, but you're not like a slave. You know what I'm saying? You can be in the realm of slavery, and it's called the realm of slavery because that's the general theme. But like, it's not impossible to not be a slave. You know what I mean? If you can free yourself from your mind, you're not a slave anymore. And yeah, so I'm gonna call it this realm. My last form of expression in this realm, and I wrote it. I think, was it the 3rd of September last year? 3rd of September. Oh no, not last year. Last year was 2023. I'm talking 3rd of September 2022. 12 p.m. I think. 12 some minutes p.m. I wrote it in afternoon, and bro, like the German dude literally started crying, and the Lithuanian dude was more like how do I say it, like he's a bit more like reserved in showing emotion. Okay, the German dude, like, he was also like never showed any fucking emotion. Never ever like the German dude that was my friend on Discord for years. Like he never like he was always the logical thinking, critical kind of dude. Always the analytical dude. Like he would always be like witty and like smart, but he would never ever show emotions, and he would always be like calculated and shit, you know. But he just broke out crying. I think for the first time. I mean, actually, I don't know. But and I was like, wow, these people actually give a fuck about me. And I think I don't even know, man. Like I don't even know anymore. I don't even understand anymore. Like, cause I mean, yeah, this was very long ago. This was like like 1 year ago, basically. But yeah. I'm not going to get into nitty-gritty details. Like, I think my life is like full of like interesting shit. Cause in a fucked up way, I was like pulling my, like, I was going at the gym. I was doing all the habits that seemed like self-improvement related. Like, seemed like that they were like, they seemed like they were productive self-improvement virtuous shits. But I was actually doing them to gain courage to kill myself. I was going at the gym to make my body hurt, make my muscles hurt, to get used to pain, which in hopes would make me a stronger person to become able to kill myself. Because like my logic was, and I think I still agree with this, because like if you're a soldier, if you're like a brave person, like you're genuinely a person that has been through like the genuine horrors of life, like a soldier or a fucking pirate or some shit like that, right? Like you if you want to kill yourself, you probably get to work and genuinely do it. You get a fucking rope, you do a fucking whatever, and you fucking do it, you know. But if you're like a pussy like me that's never going out of this room, even though you want to do it, you don't have the courage. You know, that was my situation, or at least I don't know. My psychiatrist was trying to make it like saying that like, okay, if you really like, if you want to kill yourself but you didn't do it, it means you want to live. That's what she said. But like, it didn't make sense to me, and I asked her, bro, it was just my fucking like my bodily instincts to keep me, preserve me in my life. I didn't actually want to live, you know. I can't believe I'm like saying these things out loud with like a loud voice in the middle of a park. And it's like a little forest. It's not really a park. It's the middle of like a forest with paths and shit, you know? If you just look at the Romanescu Park on Google Maps, you get what I mean. It's like a technically it's a park, but it's like, I mean, theoretically speaking, it's a park, but it's like so huge. It's so damn huge that it's basically like a little forest. Like it's like it's like a human arranged forest with like paths that are humans, and there's like spaces full of trees where all you see is trees and lights. It's beautiful, but it's a bit hard to explain. But I can't believe like all the space. Like I think I'm getting close to like I'm on my journey to like make life my video game. And what would I do if I were in a video game right now? I would just talk about myself in front of the camera, not give a single fuck. Because you know, like as the Master Key system said, like fear is literally what keeps you still. Like it's the worst enemy. And if I get over fear, like I don't give a fuck about. And right now I actually don't feel any fear. But yeah. So yeah, like it's a really interesting thing. Like why the fuck? Like even though the internet is, according to everyone, is full of lonely people and everyone whines about being lonely, why the fuck did everyone ghost me, bro? Why did everyone not want to talk to me? Why did not anyone want to be friends with me? But like, yeah, what I was trying to say is this Fermi paradox. The reason I got into this depression thing in my past is that these two people, and there's also a third guy. It's a Russian dude. It's about 3 people, I think. Probably there's a couple more, like you can count them on your fingers. But these are the people that I met in my childhood, right? All of them I met and gotten along with them before the year 2017. And since the year 2017, for some reason, I never, ever, ever was able to make a friend again. But like since year 17 and going forward, I was loving like having some people to talk to, and I started like looking for friends, like genuinely, you know. I stopped finding them. And I'm trying to find out theories why. Why the fuck is it like all like is 2017 this barrier where like I was not able to make like a friend again? All the people that I met since 2017, they've all like abandoned me. None of them wanted to be around me like in the long term, you know. But these like couple people that I met like before 2017. And I made a couple theories, man. I have a lot of theories, but I'm not exactly sure. So you know, that's why I call it like the Fermi paradox of my life. You know this paradox. Why the fuck are there no aliens? I kind of calling it like, fuck me. Like there's another paradox that I also call the Fermi paradox, and it conflicts with this one. But fuck it. I'm calling it. I'm gonna call this the friend Fermi paradox. Why the fuck, like, are there no? Yeah, that you know what I'm saying. You know why wasn't I able to make a friend? One of the theories is that wait, let me change my position. Oh. Okay. Wait. Oh god, there's something in my... What the fuck is this? Okay. Just put it here. In my pocket. Holy shit. I'm gonna do this every day. I'm gonna come to this park every fucking day. I love this. I'm gonna film videos here. Why not? This is lovely. I don't know how late it is, but whatever. Yeah, man, like... One of the theories was that, like, all of the friends that I've met before 2017, I've met them from games, like video games. And video games, like, I think humans are designed to become friends, not from, like, liking each other. Because, like, whenever someone liked me, they never stayed my friend. I don't know why. If they like you, if they find you amazing, funny, whatever, they don't stay your friend. I don't know why. What? It doesn't make any sense, but for some reason that's the case. In my life, at least. Maybe it's a coincidence. I don't know. But I think it's a human, like, mechanism sort of thing. For two people to become really, like, friends and shit, for, like, the long term, they have to do something together. They have to be, like, in the same situation together. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, humans are designed to be, like, in the forest, and you're supposed to survive and be working in hunting. And if you meet another human and you get along with him, you're like, okay, let's fucking take that deer together, you know? He doesn't have to like you or anything, but you just cooperate and do shit together all the time, every day, then that's a friend that you will keep for a long time, like, long term, you know? And in the end, you will actually start caring for each other. I think that's the logic behind this. So, like, if you find someone and they just, like, ha 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 with you, they take your jokes, they love your jokes, and they find you really cool, for some reason they ghost me. I don't know why, but people that I just do shit with, that's it. Like, the video games kind of brought this sort of mechanism, like, because, like, when you meet them in a video game, you're not like, oh my god, you're cool and sexy and, like, you're very fucking funny, so I'm going to add you on Steam, you know? No, none of that shit. You're just like, okay, let's do this shit together. Let's take this mission together. I don't know who you are exactly, but let's just do this. And, or you share the same interests or some shit, and you, like, talk about something, you know? And then for some reason, I don't know. But, like, for example, the German dude, I was, like, back when I was a little kid, little shit kid, like, a very little kid, like a genuinely little kid, in, like, what, 2015? In 2015, I was genuinely a kid. You want me to do you a calculation of how old I was? Right now, it was 2024. And I'm turning 21 this year. I'm 20 right now. So if we go to 2015, it means we subtract 9. Fucking 9, bro. 9. Without a finger. 9, bro. 9 fucking years. Wait. 2015 was 9 years ago. Fuck me. I cannot even do the... Like I cannot even comprehend how much that means anymore. Like, I've just lost track of time. I've just lost sense of time at this point. When talking about, like, the past, like, I don't know how the fuck 9 years. I don't know, 9 years, whatever. I think this is what grandpas feel like. They're like at some point, you're like, holy shit, that happened 5 years ago. Holy shit, that happened 6 years ago. Holy shit, would you believe it? That was 10 years ago. But when it gets to, like, 20 years, you're just like, fuck it, bro. I don't even know anymore. Like, fuck it. I think this is what grandpas feel like. They're like, bro, fuck time. Who fucking gives a fuck anymore? I can't even keep track of it. I don't even know how much it's been anymore. It doesn't even make... Time is like money. It doesn't exist. Like, time is money. Money is a scam. Money doesn't exist. So that's the same with time. Time is a scam. Time doesn't exist. Yeah, so fuck, whatever. You don't... I don't think I made myself understood, but... Yeah. Fucking 9 years ago. Holy shit. 2015, right? That's when I met him. So, I was 11, bro. 11. Probably turning 12. So I was, like, genuinely a little shit. And I was playing Universe Sandbox after begging my parents and getting fucking, like disgusted by them that I'm spending money. And they've, like, looked at me with faces of disgust that I'm buying a 10 euro game or how much it cost. And I was, like, trying to convince them, Mom and Dad, it's like, look at space and I learned shit. And I was like a little bitch, like a little pussy, like a little kid. And I would, like, try to convince them that it's good for me, so, like, they let me buy a little 10 euro game, bro. If I say it like this, like, I say this, like, truly remind myself that I've come far, you know, in life. I don't know why people say, like, childhood was the best time of their life. I disagree. I think childhood is the worst time of your life. For me, that it's undeniable. Like, if I look back at nostalgic shit and I get nostalgia is just, it lies to you. It glorifies shit. and it glorifies like a speck of goodness, like it makes it huge, right? And the rest of the shit, like the negativity around it, is completely ignored. That's what nostalgia does, right? When you hear a song and you're like good times, I fucking hate the word good times. I hate it so much, the word good times, because like it implies that the times right now are shit. That's what it implies. When you say the word good times, you're implying that the present is shit, and I am completely against that. I think that's a crime, to insult the present moment, to insult the now. And I think like my childhood especially, like if I think about it realistically, my childhood was genuinely like the worst part of my life. Like, you have no freedom. You're kept in a cage in school. You're weak and little, so like you can get beaten up easily. You're frail. You're scared. You're fucking Do you have the balls to run away from school? No. School just keeps you caged in when you're a little kid, especially when you're a little kid. And school was actually the hardest when I was a little kid, because like it would be like genuinely inhuman like factory tasks, like for you to learn to write, you would have to like just write something over and over again. It would be like similar to factory work, just doing the same thing over and over again, until you go insane. And as a kid, I hated that. Like, hate would be an understatement. I was like genuinely I was like really like I don't even remember. I kind of forgot about it, but I can assure myself that it was not a good time. Like, it was dark. It was fucking dark, bro. And I had the video games that I loved, and the video games like were kind of a contrast. They kind of kept me alive, because like, like, yeah, that's edgy. Like, how can a kid talk like? No, I genuinely was like hating life, but like, it wasn't until I got to like 14 years old. At about the age 14, I genuinely started to like realize that holy fuck, my life is horrible. Until then, I didn't really have like, I was just kind of like, dogs, like some dogs like have their back legs like amputated, and the doctors place like fucking wheels, and they fucking run like this with wheels. There was a Romanian comedian called Teo that like was talking about that, and he was like little dogs have this attitude about life that they just run, and they're like, fuck it, like whatever happens, like you have to push forward. Whatever happens, you have to push forward. Like, whatever, like little dogs, and dogs especially, they don't get depressed. They don't get anything. They just like have to move forward. Whatever is going on in my life, they don't look behind them and they're like, holy fuck, I'm half skateboard. I'm half dog, half skateboard. What the fuck is going on? No, they don't think about that shit. They're like, okay, just gotta go on. Just gotta fucking. They have these like this look in their eyes. The dogs. They have their look in their eyes of just like, you have to deal with life as it is and just keep pushing. Whatever, Um, that was kind of me as a kid. Like I wasn't really processing just how shit my life was. It was hitting on me. I was genuinely like feeling horrible and shit every now and then. I was like, but like I wasn't like. I didn't contemplate enough to the point of becoming conscious about it. Would kind of be the word, right? So, where was I going with this anyway? Yeah, I was saying that childhood is genuinely bullshit. Like, you're at the power of your parents. Your parents have power over you, and chances are they're going to abuse it. They're going to abuse their power against you. Chances are they're going to like do some shit that you won't like. And you're not free. You're not allowed to do anything. Your mother has to keep you, pull you by the hands, because she doesn't trust you, and she says that everything could kill you. Like, moms are fucking scared, especially in Romania. They're like, moms are just terrified nonstop. They just like, if they could, they would if it were legal, I think they would genuinely keep their kids in leashes. They would put leashes at their necks, or keep them in cages like animals or some shit, to like make them safe. Like, for some reason, like at least my mother, like, and my mother, bless her, my mom is amazing. It's an amazing woman, and if an amazing like good mother with genuinely good heart was able to like genuinely like limit my entire life and keep me caged in my apartment and not allow me to go outside out of fear that I'm going to get killed or stolen by gypsies or whatever the fuck she saw in the news, she wanted to protect me, so yeah. Imagine what shit moms do to their kids. Like, my experience was like good compared to other kids, bro. Like, if they could, they would keep their children in cages if it was like legal. If it were like, if police wouldn't like get involved or some shit. I don't think police can even get involved. Like, how the fuck do they see the shit that's going on in your house? But either way, like, you get what I mean? Like as a child, you have no freedom. You're no better than a slave, genuinely. Like, as a kid. And, like, you're probably a slave to your thoughts, too. And you're probably, like, scared. You're probably fear. That was my experience, bro. Why do people say childhood is the best part of their life? Like, I've never heard so much bullshit ever, bro. At least for me, it's not the case. Like, I'm not saying this to vent. I'm not saying this for you to like feel sympathy for me, because like I'm genuinely over it. Like I like whatever has happened in my childhood, all the horrible, like not exactly horrible, but just kind of shitty, like not making life worth living. You know, that kind of shit. Like I'm over it, and I live in the present and the future. I'm looking forward to like make my life mine and like, uh, become free, not a slave to my mind anymore, and become a significant person. And here's where I kind of wanted to get to, because like this is kind of why want to get famous. You know, like I want to become famous. I'm genuinely like, I kind of trust myself that I can do it, because I do think like, because like people that are way stupider than me and way like less hardworking than me and less disciplined than me like seem to make it. Like a lot of them get famous, get a lot of money. So like if they can do it, why the fuck can't I? Because like I contemplate shit a lot. I think about shit very deeply, and I critically analyze my decisions so much, and I am so disciplined, and I like go through all this difficult shit on purpose. So like if they can succeed, I can 100% succeed. And it's like I think getting rich is actually easy, because like there's so many rich people that are idiots. You know, I kind of hear like those stories that like they have a lot of money, but like they're stupid. They're really stupid. You know what I'm saying? And like some doomers, some people that are like doomers, and honestly, God bless them, because I have no fucking clue how you could be such a fucking retard. But no, okay, not retard, but like such a fucking like so harming to yourself, bro. Like doomers like would interpret this shit like, yeah, the world is not fair, and they've been chosen to be rich, and their parents are rich, even though they're stupid, and I'm not rich because I don't. Really, bro? Like, is that what you're gonna believe? Nobody knows the truth, bro. And when you don't know the truth, when you don't know what's true, and in most cases in life, I can assure you, even though you think you're smart, even though you think you know everything, you know nothing. Like, the universe is way more complex than your tiny mind can afford to comprehend. Especially if you're trusting scientists, if you're like the type of person that looks for scientific proof and shit like that. Like, you might be thinking that I'm like a fucking straw hat, no straw hat, tinfoil hat, um, like I'm a tinfoil hat guy. Oh, he's talking shit about science. He's talking shit about science. I shouldn't listen to him. He's probably full of shit and talking unicorns and fucking like I'm probably a flat earther. You know what? Like, you know, like you can interpret it however you want, but like I used to be like a science oriented dude just like you were. In case you like think that like I actually, if you're watching this far into the video, like if you genuinely watch this video from the beginning, your chances are you're kind of like some of the frequency of my thoughts put into words kind of resonated with your frequency a little bit, and you kind of like got interested in what I'm saying. So chances are you're not a fucking like what I would consider an idiot, and an idiot with all the love in my heart. Because like when I call somebody an idiot, I call it lovingly, bro. I call it with love. Like I call you an idiot with love because I want to help you, bro. Like not like in the way that I'm insulting you and trying to defend myself. Because like I think that like if transcendent beings truly exist, like I don't know. I had this theory in my head at some point. Right now, I don't really think about it much, but like I think like our human bodies like have all the negative shit with them, and all the negative energy and evil and everything bad in the world actually comes as like protective animal instincts in us. And like what is genuinely within us, within every single human being and even animal, is like goodness. Like at the source, like everyone is genuinely good. and like because we are like in these human bodies that like, and I think human bodies like have as a package with them the fear and the guilt and the insecurity and and all these emotions that the body has in you to protect you evolutionarily, are like here to protect you, but you do evil because of it, because survival means doing evil. Like for you to survive, you have to kill a deer and fucking eat it. You know, for you to survive, you might have to kill another human being. You know, mm, fuck it. For you to like spread your seed and like uh have children, you might have to rape someone. You know, like back in the fucking the Stone Age. You know what I'm saying? And like you have to do horrible shit and evil shit if you listen to your like nature and innate like body that tries to like, you know, like, and I think this comes from us being weak and frail and how is it called, like dying. We can die, like we're mortality. It comes from our mortality and like our like biology, you know. Like I think evil is a product of biology. It's not a product of like genuine, like I think like everyone, if you like take away the body and everything, everyone is like at the source is like genuinely good. Like everyone is like genuinely kind of wants the same thing, and like that's love, that's abundance, that's goodness, that's curiosity, that's creativeness, that's making the world a better place, you know. But then those criminals arrive, you know. And I think if you can analyze the situation, like I think those people that are criminals and they kill people, and people that do evil and start wars and kill people and shit, I think all of that comes from like biological instincts. Like all those thoughts that make you like think evil shit and do evil shit are coming from biology. So what I'm trying to get with this is that if there is an entity that is not mortal and is like incredibly strong and incredibly powerful, right? And it's not like within us. It's not like around us, you know. I think that entity is all like, logically speaking, it should be like, holy fuck, look at that. 1 second, I'm interrupting myself. Look at it's a little car that's going like that. What the fuck is that? It's a tiny car. Is that a kid? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Can you see it on the phone, or is it too far in the camera? There's like literally a little car, bro. Dude, speaking of this like Romanesque park, like I was here once, and they were like, the police was like in a fucking like there was genuine policemen, like you could see their fucking like genuine policemen, you know what I'm saying? And they were like in a fucking like tiny like car that seemed like a toy that said police on it, and they were going around and they were telling people on bicycles, like for example me, you have to stay on the bicycle lane, and then they would drive off with their fucking toy car. Dude, so fucking cute. What the fuck is this? No, I just noticed this now. I just remembered this out of nowhere, man. Bro, life is fun. Fuck video games. Like, you know, this is just fun of funny shit. If you like genuinely start noticing it, if you genuinely like, it's called the law of frequency, the master key system. Actually, I'm not sure because I haven't gotten that far, but people call it the law of frequency. The law of frequency is how you tune your frequency like a radio. And it basically means what you do with your attention and how you phrase the problem. Okay, I'm not going to go off. I just want to go back to what I was saying. What I was saying? Well, yeah, biology. Like, so like according to this logic, if there was an entity that is like immortal and like extremely powerful, and like by powerful, you know what powerful means, right? Powerful means like, what power truly means is that when you think something, it is. Like if you think you want to do something, you're gonna do it and you're gonna succeed. So like if that entity wants to create like a fucking forest or some shit, they're gonna create. If that entity wants to fucking destroy a country, they'll destroy it, you know. And a really all-powerful entity. You'll probably, I'm probably reminding you of someone here, you know, but we'll get there. But that entity is probably all loving and all good, and only wants to do good, and wants everyone to be happy and do good things and love, because all evil comes from survival instincts. It's part of our human bodies, or like low shit, like our how do I say this, primitive shit, right? To keep us alive, you know, and shit like that. But that entity does not need to have those things, you know, because it's like fucking all powerful and immortal and has no enemies. So it's probably full of love. And now it's all loving and all powerful. And I think I reminded you of a certain celebrity that kind of checks all the boxes of what I've said, of where I've come to this logical theory, and that someone is called God, and God is like a really good influencer, really famous dude, and people like there's rumors that God actually exists, like there's rumors that God is like genuinely like somewhere, and it's like everywhere at the same time, and it's like within you at the same time. Holy fuck! It makes my brain explode. So like does this mean that God is literally listening to what I'm saying right now, and he literally has an opinion about it or something? Well, yeah. Well, he's definitely not calling me cringe, because cringe comes from insecurity, and God cannot be insecure because God is like immortal and shit, and he doesn't need to have like these biological like, you know. But probably not just God, you know. Maybe there's like a super like powerful like archangel or some fucking like mystical being that like no religion managed to fathom or some shit like that, you know. Oh, here comes the car again. The car is like coming back. I'm not even gonna film it right now, but yeah. Um. Yeah. Kind of. And this is just a thing that I used to think about back when I was in my like spiritual like seeking phase, you know. I'm still seeking. I'm still seeking, but I'm not like. I kind of am taking a indefinite break on imagining shit and thinking about shit and being kind of clingy to these like religious theories. Because and the rumors. I like to call religion rumors, bro. I'm not calling it fake. I'm just calling it rumors. Like, dude, did you hear that there's genuinely this entity called God, and like, you know, like it's kind of a rumor, you know. You never know. You never know. The Buddhists say like reincarnation and shit, and like you you die and you get reincarnated or some shit, you know. Jose Onfroy, the man himself that said that like what is real or prosper is his main words, you know, and he highly encourages, or not just highly encourages, he thinks it's the way that like you find your own truth, you know, you find what is truth. You don't listen to some other person's religion or their bullshit. You just find it within yourself and within your life, and you decide on your own what is truth, what is true to you, you know. And I highly fuck with that. I really fuck with that. Like that really really vibes with me. You see, this is one of the words that like really really like makes me vibe with him. Oh my god, my ass hurts. My ass hurts so much. Let me just stand up for a second. Where the fuck? Oh, there's my bag. Oh my god. There he is. Shit. I actually have the Master Key System book. I have a book. I have a copy with me. Where was I going, man? I talked about so much shit and so dude, my intention with this video was for me to read MK Master Key System with you, and for me to interpret and tell you what my interpretation is with you. But this video just ended up being just me talking about myself. Like in this, you're probably struggling with your life. You're probably like, I'm just gonna take my, so you can see my beautiful hair. I don't actually feel cold anymore. I think I'm good without this hat. So let me just put it here. Oh wow, the lights are actually visible, but you can barely see shit. I don't think you saw anything that I tried to show you. Oh my god, look at my double chin. This is insecurity, but it's probably gonna go away. Anyway, and in these hard times, you're probably going through hard times, maybe, and your life is complicated. You have a lot of problems, and all I did to you was talk about myself. Really, I'm. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's probably what you were looking for, man. You just wanted to hear me talk about myself. That's the. Yeah, but like, I think that like if I'm not famous and if I'm not like a genuinely important person, then nobody's ever going to care about me, and nobody is like ever going to like. I'm going to be worthless, and I'm a worthless human being. And what I'm saying might be a bit insulting because like most people on this earth are not famous. So what I'm saying is that most people are worthless. Well, no, not exactly, because they have families, they have people around them, like they have like a really good network. Like even though they're not famous, they're like in a way semi-famous. Like they're very known across a group of people, and they have like a huge network, you know. And they're full of like support system and shit, you know. They have someone to talk to, you know. They socialize and shit, you know. So not exactly worthless, just a little bit worthless, but not exactly worthless. But for me, in the case of my life, like except for these like really good friends that like for some reason, because maybe because I'm schizotypal, that's what my psychiatrist said about me, but I don't fucking know. I don't give a fuck. I'm not, I don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with like someone putting a label on me, even though that label is like something that I should put on my fucking Twitter. Like like people like to be like special and have their own category and shit. You know, like I could put on my Twitter, I'm schizotypal and some shit, and it makes me feel special. Like, you know, I don't fuck with that anymore. Like I don't fuck with that, bro. Like schizotypal basically gives me an excuse to be weak and be shitty and be like inadequate. You know, it just says, "Oh, I'm schizotypal," so or whatever you are. Are you bipolar or do you have ADHD? What have you been diagnosed with? Have you been diagnosed with something that like gives you an excuse to be like a piece of shit? And genuinely, like you're being easy on yourself, and you're telling yourself, "Ah, I have my doctor said that I have a AGHFI and FG2 and whatever the fuck these scientists have come up with, and this means that this is the reason why I'm a piece of why I cannot focus, and why I don't treat people well. It's because I have this, bro. Like, how about I think like I used to be against atheism, right? And I used to be like really religious because I couldn't fathom a universe that is like um that is cold and doesn't give a fuck about you. Because, you know, I'm fucking scared and miserable. So, just like you might be if you're watching this. I don't know. I don't know about you, but um, and I was seeking religion. You know, I was seeking to look into religion because like I wanted anything to like something powerful to like tell me that I'm wrong, that the universe is not cold. You know, religion kind of gives you that. You know, it says that it's a god, and there's a universe, and there's an afterlife, and there's so much shit, and everything is connected, and there's karma and all that shit, right? And I used to think atheism is like genuinely like evil and bullshit, and people thinking they're smart and they thinking that they know all the answers. But now I kind of changed I had a paradigm shift, and I kind of like became a little more balanced. Like the thing about atheists is that like they're not they're good people generally. Like they're not, their intentions are good generally. Most atheists, if you see them on the internet and shit, their intention is because ever since the medieval ages, religion was used to control people, and religion was manipulative. The words of God through the Bible or whatever, they were like twisted and shit. People would be scared by hell. I did talk in one of my videos that like I think from like a like intuitive logical perspective of the universe being consistent, and things that are in chaos tending towards stability in general in physics and everything in the universe. I think hell doesn't really make sense, like internal hell. Like it just doesn't. It feels like unicorns. It doesn't feel like realistic. Like I hate the word realistic. It doesn't like. It's kind of misused, but it's not exactly. How do I say it? It's not you know, I don't fuck with hell. I don't fuck with the idea of hell, and this is not because I'm a pussy. Like I don't want to suffer. I'm scared. Whatever. I am scared. I'm gonna tell you honestly, but at the same time, I don't feel like it's very like it's a bit unicorny. You know, it's like someone telling me that like um after you die, there's gonna be a spaghetti monster or some shit. But like yeah, people used religion to scare people and manipulate them and maybe make them obedient back in the medieval ages, and according to some people, still today. You know. And atheists are just trying to be good people and like prevent that, you know, prevent people from like doing that shit, and they do use all sorts of ways to like prevent that shit from happening. That's their intention. That's why they say they don't believe in God, because they're rebellious and they want freedom, you know. And implicitly they also consider themselves smart, because for you to be manipulated and for you to be weak and manipulated and people telling you some shit and you like being controlled by it, means you're an idiot, and they're smart, you know. That's kind of the thing, you know. That's why they kind of might be a little bit edgy or some shit, you know. But the thing is, and yeah, I used to be against atheism because I was like, bro, you're because like I felt like accidentally, in their intention to make the world a better place by like making religion fuck off with this manipulation and all that bullshit, right? They're the result was kind of contradictory and kind of ironic, because like I think that atheism has become the worst plague today and the most manipulative thing today. Like accidentally, by trying to like make the world a better place and eliminate manipulation and all that, accidentally they created another doctrine that is like, maybe it's not as bad, but it's like pretty bad. It's pretty fucking bad, because like people these days don't only believe science. That's it, only science. And like the problem with science is that you think it's like, I'm going to explain you the problem with science, and just without like telling you any complicated shit, just giving, because I've thought about this. It's something that I've thought about personally. It's not something that I've read from somewhere. It's just something that I've genuinely like contemplated and come to a conclusion about. And here's, I'm going to explain it simply with an example. And I've done this before. I think I've done it in my Japanese channel, whatever. Like, imagine you eat a banana and an apple, right? Scientifically speaking, what happens in your body is that first, your body depletes resources. I'm not going to be super scientific. This is an example. Like everything in this example doesn't have to be correct, like absolutely correct for you to understand what I'm trying to say in the logical idea within my thought process, right? So, if you eat an apple and a banana, your stomach consumes resources, energy, to digest that banana. So temporarily, after you've eaten it, you actually lose a little bit of energy, right, to digest it, and then it becomes energy, right? It becomes energy in your body. And bananas and apples, I think any fucking human right-thinking person on earth says they're healthy for you, right? Here's what I can do with science to manipulate with you, to fuck with you, right? I can write an article that says bananas and apples are good for you, are bad for you, and they're poisonous. And here's why. And I give you genuinely like research and scientific data to prove to you that they fuck with your body, they reduce your energy, they make you tired. And guess what? Sounds like bullshit, but I would be scientifically correct because I said that. The only thing that I did, the only like little like thing that I did here is that the data is perfectly correct, but I have interpreted it in my own way, and my own personal interpretation of the data is like missing a, like is incomplete, you know? It's like it doesn't like tell you the full story. The part of the story, if you only look at the part of the story with the science thingy, it seems like eating a banana and an apple depletes you from energy because you have to digest it. And scientifically speaking, that would be true. But you don't tell the full story of them becoming energy for you. And that person, yeah, um, you've just been convinced and manipulated. The bananas and apples are bad for you scientifically, and with perfect facts and logic, and perfectly sound and logical arguments. And yeah, this is the problem. You do understand what I'm getting with? Did you understand my logic, my thought process? Maybe the example is not exactly good, and you're like, bro, that shit doesn't happen. How the fuck do you do that shit? Like, because like in my example, I just like missed the point and shit. But like, it's just an example. Like people genuinely are able to do this, and like not even that. People like may not even do it maliciously, but like scientists don't know the answers of the universe. They just have a bunch of data and they interpreted it. So if you like, if you trust science, you don't actually trust science. You trust the person that interprets the scientific data, because the science uses the scientific method. It has empirical data, and with that empirical data, it like it creates a model using like these games we've invented as humans, like called physics and math and whatever, biology and like all sorts of shit, and logic and critical thinking and all that, and creates like a formula to like predict how that shit works and make like a system that kind of makes a good prediction, right? But like the thing is, the result is like data, and a lot of times like it's just data, and you have to interpret it somehow. You know, like even with science, you're just interpreting data, and a lot more than you think, human intuition is used, like genuinely. Like it's not like absolute facts and logic. It's human intuition a lot of times. Because like, let's say you made an experiment. How can you fucking prove and know for sure that you didn't make like some mistaken, like some logical, that you didn't miss some data, that you didn't make like some bias? Like if you actually become I'm not a scientist. Like maybe, you know, but how the fuck do I make myself understood? Like, you see the problem here? Like, maybe my example, bananas and like apples makes you think, bro, that shit cannot happen. Like it does. Like it can, but I don't really know how to explain it to you. But like, and this is why I think, like, in life, you never trust an ideology. Never. Never. You never trust an ideology. You never trust science. Never trust religion. Trust people. That's what you trust. I don't trust science. I trust Andrew Huberman. Because he's the man that interprets the science and interprets the data and gives it to me and gives a conclusion for me, right? But like that exact, like just as good, like, life advice can come from like some Buddhist teacher that is like a spiritual teacher. He might know what the fuck he's saying. And the stuff he's saying is not like scientifically proven and shit, but like it's like so much wisdom, like for years, like thousands of years. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the problem with science, you know? I think it's become a doctrine, and like atheist people especially, like, science is not as like science is not as certain and great and um perfect as you think. Like, it's genuinely can be used maliciously. It can genuinely be used to mislead you. Something can be scientifically true and be untrue, really, even though it's scientifically data, because people interpret it. You get what I'm saying? So that's the problem, bro. Like, people like are not manipulated by religion anymore these days. Like, nobody believes in religion anymore, but everyone is like a slave to science, and everyone is like manipulated by science. Like, someone can like use like a political ideology and have like some scientific facts with them and just convince you that like of some bullshit, you know? So like, the only answer is for you to find your own truth, as Jose Onfroy said it, you know? This is how I interpret what he said. Like, find your own truth, find what is true to you, and if it's true, you will find it. If it's the truth, if it's real, you will find it, you know? And about my paradigm shift, bro. Like, I've like um yeah, my paradigm shift. Like, recently, like before I was with religion and shit, I was afraid of the universe being cold, and like, you know, and I was against atheism and shit, right? But and because of the arguments I kind of told you, like, atheism is not like good in flowers. Like, it tried to stop religion from manipulating people, but it ended up manipulating people. Like, it just kind of like it killed what it was doing the bad, but they ended up doing the bad themselves, you know? And I was against atheism. I was genuinely hating it because people are fucking edgy and they think they know all the answers to the universe and they're fucking smartasses, you know? Even though they're probably trying to do a good thing to the world, you know? In the end, it's not really good. But then this Sam Harris dude came around, and like I got into the Waking Up app. Usually I use Medito, but because I'm Romanian and I'm poor, like, I gave them a convincing email to convince them that I actually have no income. And you know, it's true. It's literally true. I have no fucking money. And like, for me to get Medito is genuinely for me, like in Romania here, like it's a fucking fortune, bro. For me, 10 euros can like fucking can feed me for a day, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, not even feed me for a day. Feed me with like food from restaurants, bro. Like, feed for a day, like, probably like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the currency here is very like weak, and that's the thing. So that's why Medito for me is like really shit. And my parents are just counting pennies at this point. Like, they're just they're giving back fucking, like, this is the entrepreneurship spirit that they have. They waste hours of their life to like stack up fucking plastic bottles so they can get like 20 lei, which is the equivalent of like 4 euros, just to fucking but whatever. Through this Waking Up app, this man, like, I mean, the Medito is good too. Like, they kind of like we're hinting towards the same thing. Like, you know, find what you just analyze your conscious experience and analyze what is real, what is in your conscious experience, and just like analyze it, just see it. You know, holy fuck, my eyes are kind of not able to really see because of this fucking light. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to sleep properly tonight because of this fucking white light. But yeah, and it wasn't his influence. It wasn't Sam Harris' influence. I didn't even know he was atheist. But at some point, I wasn't even like doing a waking up session. I was just sitting cross-legged on my bed, and I was like, it just kind of came to me all of a sudden. Like, all amazing, great human ideas come just out of nowhere to some dude sitting on his ass, right? That's how Buddha came up with this shit, you know. I kind of had this contemplative like realization. I was like, wait a second, like, this entire time, throughout my entire life, since I've been born, I've been like labeling shit continuously and like calling like and like thinking about things and theorizing about things that I've actually never ever felt or seen in my conscious experience or observed. So like I had a paradigm shift. Like now I'm just like super empirical, and it's kind of theoretically making me an atheist, but I wouldn't even call myself like a legit atheist. Uh, like now that I found that Sam Harris is an atheist, I think he can explain it the best. But like basically like this realization thinking. But like for example, like I realized that God doesn't actually mean anything to me. It's just like a story that I like made. I was like with my ass clenched and like during fear. I don't want the universe to be cold and uncaring because fuck me. What if some quantum shit happens and I get a sword that through my balls, you know? And then I fucking because like quantum. If you like trust quantum physics, it says that there's a non-zero chance that something horrible may happen. Like like genuinely horrible. Like there's a like not 0% chance for you to get teleported into the fucking Five Nights at Freddy's fucking like something horrible for his fucking sword to spawn and go. Like it basically says that everything goes. You know, it's not just quantum physics, it's like atheism in general, because it says like the universe is cold, and basically like if the universe is cold and there's no like smoothness, like there's no like karma, there's no nothing to keep shit in order, spiritual shit, to make shit like genuinely have good energy, bad energy, then you get chaos. And people be like, yeah, well, that's what we have, chaos. We have war, pandemics, we have what the fuck is happening with the video? It's kind of got a little bit slow there, but yeah, but that's no, like you can also like say that everything has a meaning, but if it doesn't, then there's chaos, because like then I get a sword in my balls, because like if there's no karma and no nothing, then something can just randomly, by some random computerized simulated chance, happen to me. And some maybe right now as you're watching this video, like sword gets through your sexual organs and fuck you up. Why not? A cold universe would allow that, so that's why it's terrifying. And you think you're smart, you're like, then there's a low chance. Like for one example, when I told that to my atheist German friend, which is like super atheist, but he's still my best friend, because that's a nice thing about humanity. Like you can like love some like spread love and joy and like good positive energy and broship to someone and be like good friends with them and like um want the best for each other, while having like opinions that should make you want to kill each other and fucking you know what happens on Twitter, and now it's called X or whatever, you know, like people want to fucking destroy each other with and hate each other, right? But yeah, people can have different opinions and still fucking like be bros, you know. And like on the internet, of course, because I don't have real friends, but and he, like, when I told him that, I was like, yeah, but it's like a very low chance, and there's like probabilistically speaking that won't happen. Bro, do you understand the difference between it will not happen and there's a non-zero chance of happening? I don't care how low that chance is, it means it can happen if there's non-zero. It's like, yeah, but like for all intents and purposes it won't happen because it's too small. Like I was like, is your brain working right now? And he's like, is your brain working right now? He's like, I really cannot understand what's going on in his brain that like makes him like think that like just because the chance is small it won't happen. Because like in a cold universe, why wouldn't it happen? You know? He's like, it didn't happen so far, so why would it happen now? Like that's bias. That's your bias. Like in a cold universe full of facts and logic, bro. I've programmed on my computer, bro, and I've made fucking video games. I know what it's like for like if you've played like some fucking video game, you know what it's like for a world to be like genuinely cold and like with no spiritual karma or whatever. So glitches happen, bro, and they're horrible. Have you seen Gmod ragdoll glitches? That's a cold universe that doesn't have any sort of like spiritual loves to it and sort of like karma and shit. Has nothing. You can be born a fucking ragdoll and just be fucking like knifed and fucking like gone through infinite suffering and fucking pulled and glitched out, and everything can go black, and you can be in infinite lonely blackness of nothingness because the map glitched out and you're fucking whatever. You know, that's you know, but the universe doesn't really seem like it's that way. Have you ever seen like looked at the sky and seen a fucking Mickey Mouse face? Like if the universe, if it wanted to fuck with us, it would easily fuck with us. Like just make a just at the above the Andromeda galaxy, make a Mickey Mouse face that is so huge that everyone sees it in the night sky, and the NASA would instantly see it and be like, "What the fuck happened with our equipment? Oh, what the fuck is happening? Like, there's an error. I think it's our computers. It's a virus. What the fuck is going on?" Then one day passes and they have the same error. And they're like, what the fuck happened with the Hubble telescope? What is it observing? And then Everyone is looking at the sky and they're like, what the fuck? And then NASA realizes, wait a second, that's literally in the sky. You know? And like, there's a Mickey Mouse face in the fucking sky. That would be a universe that like genuinely like anything goes. But the universe is not like that. The Mickey Mouse face will never appear in the sky. Why? Because the universe is a fucking gentleman and it respects like dignity. It has a dignity. That's how I call it. There's no facts and logic. It doesn't respect science. It can deny science, and science is actually broken every fucking day. Like, science has to be made and remade again and again and again and again because it's a scientific method. The scientific method says that it's going to make a mistake. It's always going to be wrong, but it's always going to become better because it's actually a tool for us to make like machinery and cars and planes and cool shit, you know? And at the end of the day, like science is broken every day. So the universe has no obligation to listen to science. It has no obligation to listen to religion either. It has no obligation to listen to anything and anyone. But it does have dignity for some reason. This is why science kind of like gained why science is even usable to begin with. Because like if it didn't have dignity, then literally anything goes. Like one moment I just like have a fucking thing in my hand and I drop it and it falls upward for no fucking reason, you know? Anything fucking goes, just random, just chaos, you know? But the universe is not like that. It's dignity. That's dignity. I think I've said this in another video, so I'm repeating myself. But yeah, this is what I kind of wanted to go. Just because you only believe science, yeah, you don't believe science, you believe people, you know? And this is why I think that bro science is like genuinely like, it's called bro science when someone doesn't have like the scientific facts with them and the nerd shit with them, but they kind of give you something that is like true from their experience and the kind of like good intuitively, and you trust them and you follow their advice. For example, you should know FAP and know. Oh my god, my eyes, bro. I'm probably not gonna fucking sleep tonight, bro. Fuck it. I started it. Let's take it to the end. I'm probably not gonna do this again. Next time, I'm probably coming on day or at the sunset or some shit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of done. Let's put my camera down. Let's end this video and I'm gonna make another one. Alright, so I'm heading home. If you like look at this, you can tell that there's a head in the middle, because like, look at this, it's like the size of the head. Yeah, I'm hoping I didn't forget anything. I just put everything in my nice bag. And yeah, I had like this today. I like brought like a thingy with me that my mom gave to like put on the ground and sit on it and like not make my pants like completely dirty, you know. I'm the kind of guy that just kind of wants to like that would just want to sit on the dirt and just like do shit like that. Maybe even with my bare ass, you know. Like I just want to like what the fuck am I saying? I want to be like connected with nature, you know. I want to be fucking like I want to not even have any shoes, because why the fuck not? But this time I was like, man, okay, I'm going to put this and be just nice and tidy. I hope I didn't forget anything. I'm having a bit of OCD right now, but just checking the place over and over again. But yeah. And I don't know, like, as I told you, if you want to trust something in this fucking realm, in this universe, don't trust ideologies, don't trust systems, don't trust religion, don't trust science. Even science, yeah? I'd explain to you why science is bullshit. It's not bullshit, but you trust people. You don't trust the science. You trust the scientists. Because there are certain scientists, okay, people that are using scientific data. This is what I'm saying by science. They're not necessarily scientists because they're not making the science, but they're not like making the research. But you trust the people that interpret the scientific data in a way that is good for you, you know, in a way that's helpful, and you trust them that they have their best interest in your mind, and they're not trying to manipulate you to get into their belief system or something. And even in that case, they might be wrong, you know, they might be terribly wrong, because even if they're like not looking to manipulate you, they're like have your best interest in mind, they might still be wrong, because interpretations can also always be wrong, and science always admits to being just genuinely like wrong a lot, you know. And like that's why it gets better every day. Like it changes and ideas change and shit, right? Wait, let me run a little bit, because I like running downhill. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, the speed is insane! Oh shit! There you go. You should see my face now. There you go. I ran down here. What the fuck? I have no eyes. What the fuck? I look fucking scary, bro. I look like I'm, you know, in anime when the character is pissed. That's what I look like right now. You know, they have like the darkness in their eyes. There you go. There you go. Now you see my eyes, bro. Now you can see my eyes. I'm not pissed. Okay, I'm pissed again. Whatever. Yeah, I'm fucking pissed, bro. I'm angry, bro. I'm gonna kill you. Because you don't see my eyes. When you don't see someone's eyes, fucking run away, bro. That's what I'm gonna tell you. But okay, I'm not exactly in the place where there was the tree anymore, and there was nobody walking by. But now there's actually people, and I don't want to be like a fucking insane person and shit. But yeah, because I'm actually in a place where people are. Where there's light, there's people. When there's darkness, there's no one. You know, so that's why I liked the darkness. But yeah, why the fuck did I become like? I suddenly like started speaking less loudly and like being like, you know, like when someone walked by. I guess I'm still fucking like, yeah, I should fix this, because I told you, like, fear is just genuinely useless. It just doesn't help you in life. And like, as the Master Key system says, it's like genuinely like your worst enemy. Fear is always your worst enemy. Fear is the reason like everything goes wrong. Because like, and I thought about it, like, it makes fucking sense. Because like, when has fear ever been helpful? And the answer is, like, in the fucking Stone Age, in the ancient times when, like, okay, let me jump on this rock, because there's a rock here. Let me just, I'm not gonna step in water again. Okay, there we go. I put my hat again, because like, it's kind of cold. I'm gonna go home right now, but as I'm going home, I'm still talking to you, because why the fuck not? And the bus, chances are, is probably gonna be like half empty. So yesterday, when I was, or not yesterday, a couple days ago, I don't know how much, I think it was the 19th of February 2024. I'm in 2024 right now, in case I didn't tell you. Like, I'm very in the past, in case you're watching this video from the future, probably. Yeah, I was making a video for my Japanese channel, because like, I also live in the Japanese internet, not just in the English internet. Like, if you see that channel, it's just like literally a video in the park in the night, but it's just like, instead of speaking English, I was speaking Japanese, my thoughts in Japanese. You know, it's a different language. Languages I speak. Like, would I say like, I speak like English, Japanese, and Romanian, like these three languages, but I would say like, do I speak them at the same level? I mean, it has come to the point where like, there's a lot of times when I want to say something, like if I look at my journals, which are literally meant to be written towards me, myself, there's a lot of times when I'm talking in English. Oh shit, that woman's running for the bus. Let me run too. See if I can catch her. Sprint. Oh no. What the fuck was she running for? There's no bus. She was running for no reason. Why the fuck am I running in the middle of the night? Supposed to go to sleep. Oh my god. Oh wow, from these recordings I only recorded like an hour or so, like an hour and 20 minutes at most, and my phone is already full. It was like, had like what, 48 gigabytes out of 64. So how much? Like 6 gigabytes. God damn it, it's not very much. I'm gonna get a new phone eventually, but it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this one? And this phone is kind of nostalgic, and like, because like, for some reason, human beings kind of like, sometimes treat objects like human beings. Sometimes treat objects like they're living things, and they treat living things as if they're objects. And I kind of have this thing with my phone, where like, I'm kind of like, I kind of feel bad for it. Because like, it's my phone since 2018, so like, that's a long time. And like, yeah, like I'm gonna be a bit sad, because like, I'm just going to do the logical decision, because like, obviously, like, eventually I'm just living like my life to be like preparing for my success. Like, and I think I'm gonna be rich anyway. So like, because I think like, being rich is actually the natural state of existence, because like, the world is genuinely abundant, and like, if everyone wanted to be rich at the same time, I think everyone would be rich. Easy as that. But like people are just like have like these scarcity in their minds that's just keeping them poor. This is what I believe. And if you're angry at me for saying that, if you're saying that your condition is truly like shit, and you truly don't deserve to be poor and it's not your mindset, then I'm going to tell you that you're wrong. And that's it. Yeah. Nah, just shut up, Doomer. But yeah. Actually, like, I'm not even sure if I should like even like make like I'm not even sure if I should make like special like adaptations to my speech for like these negative people that like say everything is doomed and shit. Cause like I don't know, man. That like I don't think they're gonna keep watching this video from to begin with. Like why would? I mean, I guess people do that. If we go back in 2016 or whatever. What bus is that? EU1R. Oh, that takes a while. I'm gonna go on that one. Or should I? I'm not sure. There's a lot of people on it too. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna go on the one bus. Yeah, here. You see that bus? I hope I don't. You see it's a bus. And this is a street. So this means I'm not in the park. I'm not in the park. Ah, my hands are cold. Oh, the one bus is coming. Number one. This is the bus that's gonna take me home. Man, I don't know why I like taking a bus. I can just go in my car, but I don't know. Like, taking a bus feels nostalgic and shit. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's literally empty. It's literally like, okay, there's two people. Bro, it's two people, two old women, and they both got out. So like, I'm literally the only person in this bus. Dude, being alone in the bus is amazing. I mean, I guess the fucking driver can see you. I'm just gonna be here in the front. Dude, this bus driver is driving only for me. I feel like such a privileged person right now for being alone in the bus. I can just walk around and talk, do whatever. It's like my room. Oh shit. Dude, it's like my room, but it's like moving. You know? I can, because there's nobody here. I can talk loudly, I can do whatever I want. I'm such a piece of shit. Okay, I'm just kidding. Like, genuinely. I'm alone in the bus. Oh wait, I forgot to pay. Let me pay right now. I'm gonna stop the recording so I can pay with my phone. Bro, I don't even want to sit down, man. I just want to walk around as the bus is going. Okay. Because it's like I'm the only person in the bus. Okay, let me just sit here, like right up front, at the most forward seat. There. Alright, here. But I actually cannot see forward, so let me just sit back so I can see forward better. Just let me sit in the most back seat. The most back seat. The most backward seat ever. So let me see if I can see the whole thing. Oh, I actually see better from here, ironically. What am I talking about, bro? I'm talking about fucking... Look at this. It's empty. It's an empty bus. It's just me. It's empty. Completely empty. Completely empty. It's just me. Exclusivity. Yeah. And this is my private bus right now. Yeah. I mean, I just kind of wanted to like close the recording and contemplate some shit, but what's going on in my mind right now? Right now, like, cause like I talked a lot about the past and shit. Who fucking cares? I don't even care about the past actually. But yeah, I don't know why. I kind of love talking to you, but like I'm literally talking to you, cause like you cannot talk to me. I'm only talking to you. But like what I'm thinking about is that, like right now, you know, forget the past, forget all that bullshit. Actually, fuck. Let me look at my OC. Let me just check everything is in my bag. I got everything in my bag. Um. Oh shit! People came in. I'm not alone anymore. There we go. And they're young people, so they probably understand English. I don't know, but yeah, this is the master key system. It's right here. There we go. My wallets. Okay, it's all right. Wait, how do I close my bag? 1 second. Okay. Let me see what I'm thinking about. It's a couple. Fucking awkward, bro. Like, it's just me in the back of the bus, and they're doing like each like, what do I say in English? They're making out like in front of me. Like, what the fuck? They're like just about far enough so they don't hear that I'm like talking about them. But what the fuck? This is fucking awkward, bro. Give me my private bus back. Yeah, but about important shit now, like, who the fuck cares about this situation? I'm kind of in a state of continuous hopelessness, and it's kind of ironic. But, like, I was the dude that was like, okay, I'm going to like be like genuinely believe in myself nonstop, whatever I do. I'm not sure if you can hear my voice because of the bus, but yeah, and for some reason everything that I do right now seems hopeless. My real estate endeavor seems hopeless. Oh shit. I'm soon about to have to get off. Boy, it's kind of short, really. Well, there's young people here. I'm gonna stop the recording so I don't catch someone's face. I'm not sure if it's a problem, but yeah. Alright, I'm on my path home. I didn't really like start the video immediately as I got off the bus because I just kind of wanted to think about myself a little bit. And yeah, as I said, like, right now, after being in that park and seeing that beautiful scenery and just me being in the middle, I don't know, kind of gave me the feeling that like I was free, you know, freedom. Just like I felt in video games, but now in real life, and in real life it's so much more pronounced. It's so much more, how do I say, it's uncomparable to video games. It's just a different thing entirely, but so like video games like literally will eventually, I believe, like as I make my life better and better, like I genuinely, not better and better, like how it should have been from the beginning. I think video games will become irrelevant to me. And yeah. But the thing is, right now after this experience, like, I do feel like following positive, like, doing, I mean, like, what is it called, like, the opposite of vice, virtue. I want to do virtuous shit. I definitely don't feel like masturbating tonight at all. I don't feel like doing anything negative that will impact my life negatively. I feel like no matter how hopeless it feels, to continue everything that is hard, just make so you can see my eyes better. You can just probably just like, okay, I still look, whatever. But but the thing is, I know for sure that the me that will have to do these things, like the me tomorrow that will wake up, will probably and most likely be numb and slightly depressed and just not want anything from life. And he will have to listen to what I said blindly, you know, just do it robotically, automatically, you know. And he obviously won't put soul into it. Sometimes even music can't change that. As powerful as music is, as the power it has. But yeah, I'm thinking about all sorts of shit, man. It's like my life right now is not going well at all. Like I'm putting some objectives, and actually, like somewhat, I'm going for. I'm never going backward. That's the good thing. So I'm slowly going forward, but it feels like at any moment something could break, and I might end up wasting time again. But I'm kind of struggling to keep it going, you know? It doesn't feel easy. It doesn't feel like Atomic Habits E, you know what I'm saying? Atomic Habits says like, it's important to continue one habit and just keep it going. Okay. Yeah, okay, I should think about that in my journal. But yeah, I've also thought about like, I kind of didn't want to talk about this, even if like, um, I'm gonna talk about this in my room actually. Like, my dad is a my dad just keeps like has this frequency of thought that like he like you know, I fucking hate talking to my dad. You know why? Because whenever I like, but I know that I should like become immune to negative energy. Like I should become to the point where like someone says something negative to me and like I just laugh at them and just I just like, yeah, sure, bro, let's just go drink a coffee or some shit. I just don't give a fuck about what they're saying, you know. It shouldn't piss me off, you know. But my dad, for some reason, like it's a really big challenge because I've kind of become like, you know that experiment where like the dog gets food when a light comes on, and the dog associates the light coming on with food, so it starts salivating only when the light is on, even though the food doesn't come. You know that experiment, right? I forgot what it's called, but basically, like I've grown up since my childhood to associate every single conversation with my dad with just horrible shit, just criticism, um, negativity, time wasted, um, fear. Like all conversations with him were just dreadful, genuinely. Like I don't know how to describe it. He would say my dad has like the talent to like say like some negative shit that like it genuinely like now that I think about it, it kind of blows my mind. How can a person like even come up with this shit? Like how can a person like even intend? He doesn't even do it intentionally. He intends on saying shit that's useful and like good for you, but like he ends up like, look, here's an example. Like I was in the car with him and I was late on like an Erasmus project thingy, you know, and he started literally yelling at me, saying that like, because I was telling him, bro, like other people are late too, so like it's not like big deal. I do admit my argument was a bit shit, but I wasn't really thinking. I was thinking about something else, because like being late at an Erasmus project is not exactly a like it's not, it doesn't mean your life ended. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know. And he started saying to me that like um okay, he got really angry, but like, okay, this is not a good example. What else? Um, he came into my room and like I let him invade my personal space on purpose to like see my mental reactions to it, right? And he looked into my journal and like a little bit, just a little bit, and he said some shit like just so you know, there's people that can hack and they can see your journal and they will use it against you. So when you will have a job or something that is like um important, they will use it against you and they will hack you, so that they will defame you and they will humiliate you in front of everyone, and they will so that you lose your job and you have no job anymore, you will have nothing to eat. That's what went out of his mouth by just seeing my simple journal on my computer. Bro, are you kidding? Like, this man is like, you understand what, it's mind blowing, bro. And like imagine that I've been fed this like, I think even calling it negativity is a huge understatement. It's madness. It's paranoia. It's like madness. It's genuine madness. Chaos. Like just, it's just madness. Like it's like it's so negative that it cannot be put into words. It literally like, he also says shit that like everyone at school is judging you, and trust me, even if you think you don't see it, people are looking at you and they're laughing at you, and secretly they are going to betray you eventually. Why would you tell that to your kid? Like, I mean, okay, I'm not criticizing him. Like, why would you tell that to your kid? I'm not that like not I'm not trying to say that, but like hearing only this type of shit from him that kind of makes your like, if you take it seriously, it makes your chest go a little bit like shaky and makes you a little bit scared. Makes you like feels like you imagine how the feelings that it wakes up in you, right, when you hear that shit. Like hearing this since I was a little kid, like from him, like genuinely made me like avoid conversations with him, like just instinctively. Whenever I exchange a word with him, I feel this feeling in my chest that I need to escape, like fight or flight. Just whenever he talks to me, he never anything good comes out of his mouth. Just madness, bro, madness. Like you're on the internet, right? You know how people like genuinely overthink things, and they have anxiety as shit because they get these thoughts in their mind that are just absurd. Well, in my case, in my life, the thoughts in my mind was just my dad's voice, like just my dad saying that shit. Of course, like it's not actually his voice, but I'm saying that like just so you know how absurd the situation is, right? And I'm trying to like open up, like even me talking in front of the camera about things that uh, technically, as I've been indoctrinated, I should hide and I should be completely never ever talk about myself, never ever say anything about myself because people are going to use it against me and they're gonna fucking do whatever and they're gonna defame me and fuck me over. Bro, imagine being famous and like, imagine what famous people go through. Like if they had these fears, they would be genuinely killing themselves nonstop. And you have to be mentally strong and just let shit happen and let it happen. Fucking deal with it like a man instead of fucking worrying like a little bitch. Like. That's why, I mean, that pisses me off, you know. He really pissed me off, and I have this instinct in me to just, but he, and pushing him away, and ignore him, and act like shit to him. And he would get mad. Why is my son being such a little shit to me? Why is he not even talking to me? One second. Why is he not even talking to me? Why is he ignoring me? How can my son hate me so much? This is a horrible life. That's what he thinks, and it makes me feel horrible because I've actually like I'm just instinctively doing it. I'm not consciously doing it. And I feel bad about doing it. But you know the reason why I'm doing it. Because I've been like, since my childhood, like when your dad says that to you, like technically, yeah, it's kind of his fault. I'm not gonna lie, but uh, it's kind of hypocritical to say it's someone's fault when it's something about your own mind. So I do believe it's my fault, even though anyone else would say it's his fault if they were in my situation. And I feel horrible about it because like my, because like he's still my dad, you know, and I love him the way he is, even though he's like, maybe there's a meaning to this universe why he's my dad to begin with, you know, because like it kind of like makes me shine, you know, like because like having such a dad and still becoming successful and shit is like a good thing because people tend to think that like oh, it's just his parents, like he's been like brought up, dude, my parents are poor, their mentality is shit, and my dad's mentality is like, how do I say it? It's like, I think it's the worst mentality I've ever seen in any human being. It's genuine madness. Like imagine just what could be going through his head. He always looks at the news. He always like, he just imagine like a man that looks at your journal and just instinctively out of his mouth just comes these words that like someone's going to hack your computer and they're gonna see it and they're going to defame you, and when you go and get a good job they're going to defame you, and everyone is going to talk about it behind your back, and like he made that story up within a second without even thinking, and he installed it within my brain as a belief. Like that was his intention, of course, like because like I'm genuinely like meditatively being conscious about this because I'm doing this as an exercise to train my mind to deflect this sort of stuff and deflect it nicely, kind of like aikido, you know, because like you can like take his words and like they come to you and they piss you off because you're, and pissing you off, as Gabor Mate said, Gabor Mate, if you know him, like he said that like anger is like the exact same mechanism that is used by your immune system to make viruses fuck off. So if you refrain from expressing your anger and you fear takes over your anger. You cannot express it anymore. Your immune system shuts down because apparently your anger is the same as your immune system, which is kind of mind blowing. So your anger is genuinely fuck off energy. When something gets in your personal space or attacks something that is like important to you, it kind of gets in your domain. That's when you get angry. And if you think about it logically and you start contemplating about it like I did, it makes perfect sense. Like literally every situation in life where you genuinely get angry and you want to like get like a genuine. I'm not talking about like masculine anger. I'm talking like anger that you cannot control, rage. You know, like why do people get raged about politics so much? It's very like when you think about government what to say, it's very obvious because like whenever something says something political, they like get into each other's personal space and they want to make each other fuck off because when someone says something like that and their beliefs are different from yours, they call you an idiot for it. They're trying to change your beliefs and your brain for a split second detects that it has been like attacked like a virus, but it's like mental virus, you know what I'm saying? So but I believe that anger is like another solution, just like in the same way that fear has become obsolete and stress in these days has literally become obsolete. It used to help us in the Stone Age, but it's not anymore because blah blah blah. Like back then, like it was useful, but now in the modern age, I cannot afford to make this long because like I literally I have to go to bed and shit. But I'm trying to make this short. Um, like it's the same thing with anger, I think, because like I think I could easily like in my dad's words, because of course he's the same dad. He's the same as he was when I was little, when he would install into my brain like madness, just genuine madness, like the worst possible thoughts that you could put in your child's mind. Like children already are insecure these days. Children already are like scared and have anxiety these days. Imagine like literally implanting the worst possible thought. Like literally, he literally told me like everyone is laughing, we got your back, even though that was not, actually not happening. Like bro, if you're like I don't know, if you're someone like Hamza Ahmed watching this, you can understand just how horrible that is. Like, if you like genuinely have contemplated about this stuff. And I'm training myself to like, uh, like, you can see where I come from, because this is all about evolution. But I think like, in Aikido, when someone comes up at you, instead of like stopping it with brute force, you elegantly like kind of move your arms in a way that he like falls on the floor and shit, you know what I'm saying? And he almost breaks his arm. And like that's kind of like an elegant way to deal with something with barely any energy. Like someone like it's very like instead of stopping it with force, brute force, force versus force, you do something smart and you instead deflect it without even touching you. You know what I'm saying? I think you can do the same with like people's energy. Like when they're like my dad says something like that, instead of getting angry at it, I should just not take it seriously and be like, yeah, man, sure. And I just think about what I'm doing. Imagine like if I was like, because like I'm kind of inspired by Luffy. If you know what Luffy is, One Piece. Like, if you tell him that sort of shit, he's like, he probably isn't even going to listen. I'm not even like listen. Like he's probably not even going to hear it. He'll probably be busy doing some shit. He'd be like, yeah, and just just keep doing his bullshit or whatever he's playing around with. Just eating or some shit. If you know Luffy, you know what I'm talking about. And I think like it's a hypothetical. It's a fantastic character. It's not like it's not like real life. It's not realistic. It's like not like a real person. But I think that theoretically speaking, some part of it is actually genuinely possible in real life. You can genuinely like have a mind of steel and just just stop giving a fuck. Because like that you can stop giving a fuck. Like whenever I listen to something like my dad says, just stop giving a fuck. It's an exercise. I see what it's like to give a fuck. I acknowledge it, like in waking up app, like meditation sort of shit. And once, like, I don't know why, but like, once you've found a problem in your mind, it kind of solves itself. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about. But yeah, where was I going with this? This is not exactly like what was on my mind right now. Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to end the video here. I love talking to the camera because there's nobody actually listening. Maybe in the future, I don't know. Like maybe if I become like someone that actually matters to this world or some shit, like a person that's not worthless. Because like for me, like if I don't become famous, I'm going to be worthless for the rest of my life. Because like Yeah, that's kind of what I believe. I mean, it's literally by the looks of it. Like nobody wants to be around me. I don't know why. It's like it's not like I'm a bad like. How do I say this? Um, I mean, actually, like I don't know. Like I told you my experience. Like for some reason, people just fucking abandon you if you're not an important person. You know, it's like if I become a famous person, like it sounds like I'm wrong. You know, it sounds like I'm how do I say it? It sounds vicious what I'm saying. You know, like no, like everybody would say like seeking fame is like vicious, but it's not like it's not gonna bring you real happiness type shit. You know, that type of shit. You know, but for me, I feel like my entire life, and as my Lithuanian friend that is like really socially like fair has always been since high school like socially like good, he would say that like he told me like Paul like he didn't really call me by name but like he said that like after high school and after university if you've dropped out of university I think like gonna become really hard for you to form a network. And I think it's not exactly like hard, it's like genuinely like where the fuck do I get people from at this point, like where the fuck am I like, because I have no voice. Nobody pays attention to me. If I join a voice chat right now, nobody's gonna know I'm there. You know, but like that's kind of the thing. You know, I kind of have to be important to have a voice. And the thing is, people that would also have a voice that have also reached like the top and of attention and shit, they will notice me. They will be able to reach me, and that's how I think the only way my chance in life to like actually have a network. Because like it's literally kind of like that. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave this here. I have a lot of thoughts in my mind. Didn't really manage to express them, but right, peace. What can I say?